win the war against Germany, right? So this flight,
I love the premise.
Yeah.
This is super cool.
So I gotta do the spoiler because it's so old. The movie's so old. Is that okay?
Yeah, absolutely.
So magically, they find the portal out, and now they're back in regular present time. And phew, thank goodness we're all home, and everybody's getting off the plane and everything. And the flight attendant says to the pilot, "Well, there's one more guy. The guy back there, that old guy. He hasn't gotten off the plane yet." So the pilot goes over and says, "Okay, well we're here." Where he goes, "Okay, just let me finish what I'm doing." And the page that he's writing is the radar that saved England in World War II. And then he closes his little book that he writes in, and his name is Nigel. He is Nigel from 1940.
Oh, that's awesome.
But he was on the plane as an old man.
Wow.
Come on!
Now, what's the name of that?
Flight World War II. I'm sure it's not a great movie, technical cinematography, I don't know, but I loved it.
No, I'm going to try to catch it this
I love
weekend.
the storyline.
I know, I was going to say the storyline's fantastic.
You know what pisses me off?
What? What pisses you off?
Why does that make you laugh, Ken?
Just the way you said it.
Please do share.
Well, we have a subscription to Amazon Prime, and every movie I look for, I got to pay to rent it. And I'm like, wait a minute, I'm paying. Why do I have to pay if I'm already paying for Prime?
Right.
It pisses me off.
Well, and it depends on how new the stuff is. As it sits there for a little while, it becomes free. You just got to pay attention.
I'll look for that.
Okay.
Kathy Kaiser, 9. And sorry, Ken, anything you watching?
Oh, I'm still in The Boys. I'm doing that. But my wife's trying to get me to watch Big Brother, and I just can't do it.
Oh, I know.
Every male is a she-male. I'm telling you, in that whole Big Brother thing, every guy there is crying. Every episode. There's somebody, he's crying, and the girl comes up like, what's going on, dude? And he goes, I just can't do this anymore.
Oh, my God.
And I'm like, Caddy, these are not guys. They look like guys, and I'm sure women love to look at them like that.
Right.
But they're every drop of the hat, they start whining and crying on camera. It's like crazy.
They're feeling their emotions.
No,
Ken.
I get that because we cry. Vic and I have.
I'm teasing you. I'm teasing
But these guys just. So how are you today? I don't know. It's just like.
Oh God, that's so.
You know
funny.
that's for television, right? You know that. Whole,
I don't know, man.
I can't get past the host, Julie Chen.
Yeah.
What was the guy who she was married to at head of CBS?
Oh gosh.
He was the head of CBS. Anyway.
Oh yeah.
Anyway.
I know who you're talking about.
She got the job because she opened her legs for him, and that's how she's been doing.
Well, there you go.
Big Brother for 500 years. Kathy Kaiser, Fox News, 9 to noon every Thursday. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Have a great weekend. Count along.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Ken, you know what's next?
What?
Oh, my goodness, stick around for Miller Time.
Okay.
Yeah, I could have made that whole Julie Chen remark doing Miller Time. That's next with Kathy Kaiser on News Talk STL.
Watch us on our live stream using Rumble, Facebook, and Twitter.
I do now. Yes, I do. Do I want you? Stay by my side.
Vic and Ken.
Those two are crazy.
The Vic Porcelli Show on 101.9 and 94.1 News Talk STL.
To be all mine. I do.
Tim Jones and Chris Arps in the afternoon.
The House approved a war powers resolution for the second time, directing the president to withdraw from Iran. We'll ask Congressman Onder what he thinks of the 4 Republicans who joined the Dems at 420.
Tim Jones and Chris Arps. Weekdays at 4 on News Talk STL.
When Donald Trump needs conservative votes to help pass his agenda for Missouri, Representative Trisha Burns never answers the call. Trisha Burns has missed 370 votes. Burns is bucking President Trump's priorities. Burns did not vote to stop DEI initiatives, prevent China from owning Missouri land, defund Planned Parenthood, and Burns did not vote to ban boys from girls' sports. Trisha Burns not showing up for Missouri and President Trump. Instead, Trisha Burns spends her time pulling pranks on the Suicide Prevention Hotline. Yes, you heard that right. Trisha Burns lied to the police and staged a fake suicide emergency. She sent a series of messages to the hotline and said she, quote, had a gun to her head, end quote. When she got caught, she said there'd be no consequences because she's a politician. By August 4th, vote to show Trisha Burns that there are consequences to being bad at your job.
Let's Go Brandon PAC paid for and is responsible for the content of this advertising. Not authorized by any candidate or candidates committee. Chris Foss, Treasurer.
With all of the celebrations, anniversaries, and holidays coming up over the next few months, where are you going to go to get that special something for the special people in your life? Newsteaders Fine Jewelers, of course. Newsteaders Fine Jewelers found 24/7 at wowdiamonds.com. Tim Jones here to tell you all about Newsteaders Fine Jewelers. Richard Newsteader and his team serving our region since 1961 with awesome, honest jewelry solutions. They've got everything from diamonds to wedding engagement rings, hand-engraved items, pendants, earrings, and so much more. You can find them 24/7, wowdiamonds.com. That's Newsteaders Fine Jewelers, wowdiamonds.com.
Life's legal challenges deserve experienced representation. For over 15 years, Cole Combs Attorney at Law has been serving St. Charles and surrounding counties with comprehensive legal expertise. From tax preparation and estate planning to family law and criminal defense, Cole delivers personalized solutions for your unique situation. You have traffic tickets, need a business formation, real estate matters, one call will handle it all. Cole O. Combs Attorney at Law. Call 636-949-0010 extension 3 today or visit colecombs-law.com.
The mosquito SWAT team is growing. We're looking for licensed 7A pest control technicians to join our Baldwin-based team. Learn more about this career opportunity at themosquitoswatteam.com. That's themosquitoswatteam.com.
Tony Colombo here for Gutter Pros and Exteriors, your all-in-one service team that brings years of experience and quality that's affordable right to your doorstep. Christine and I discovered Gutter Pros and Exteriors when we bought our home and inherited a gutter problem. And they've also repaired siding damage on our home because along with gutter repair, gutter installation, and leaf protection, the Gutter Pros team are also the best for repairing other exterior damage, including fascia, soffit, and all siding repair and installation. Learn about all the ways Gutter Pros and Exteriors can help your home or business right now at gutterpros.com.
Bill, you're an old politician.
Yup, sure am.
So you know the old-timers warned that someone trying to sell you a pig in a poke was a con man.
Well, sure.
Well, no offense, Tom, but your politician's Amendment 5 is a pig in a poke, allowing politicians to raise our taxes without a vote of the people, and the politician's Amendment 4 takes away our power to do anything about it. Well, let's look at what's really inside Forward 5.
Oh, don't do that.
5 hits hardest seniors and those struggling financially with new taxes on services like doctor visits, in-home care, and rent. Sales taxes could more than triple. For up to 80% of Missourians, it's a tax hike. And Amendment 4 ends majority rule, allowing a minority of the most liberal statewide voters in one district to effectively end our power to stop corruption and out-of-control spending and taxing.
Slick plan, huh?
No, Tom. 4 and 5 are schemes that hurt citizens and transfer our power and our money to politicians and lobbyists. That's why I'm voting no on the politicians' Amendments 4 and 5, paid for by Missourians for fair governance.
Fox News Commentary with Ari Fleischer. Next.
My name is Whitney Allen, and I'm a widow. My husband, Ryan, died. We never thought we'd ever have to use life insurance, but the unexpected happened. With Ethos, signing up was fast and 100% online. You can get a quote in seconds, apply in minutes, and get same-day coverage. No medical exams, and you can get up to $3 million worth of coverage. I'm grateful we were prepared.
Get your free quote at ethos.com/term. That's ethos.com/term. Paid spokesperson. Time spent on application may vary. Online health questions required.
Ari Fleischer on what Democrats need to do to save their party from socialists.
They're communists. Mamdani says his philosophy is from each according to his ability to each according to his needs, which is Karl Marx's definition of communism. So yes, these people are communists. And the problem is the Democrats ran in 2020 and won the presidency with Joe Biden by promising to be moderate. He promised to reach across the aisle and work with Republicans and bring the country together. And instead what he did is he handed his administration over to the far left. And so the far left looks at that and says, we want more. We're not satisfied with a Trojan horse presidency. We want a real communist in charge. And so they are engaged in a hostile takeover of the Democratic Party, much like the MAGA movement engaged in a hostile takeover of the Republican Party, except MAGA loves America. These people hate America.
For more commentary like this, go to foxnewspodcast.com.
It's Friday!
Talk lines are open now at 314-912-1019. Vic and Ken.
They are just a bunch of pansies.
The Vic Porcelli Show on 101.9 and 94.1 News Talk STL.
Whatever.
Whatever.
King Lemur.
Well, the truth, well, it hurts to say, I'm gonna pack up my bags and I'm gonna go away. I'm gonna split.
Ready?
I can't stand it. I'm gonna give it up and quit it.
Here it comes.
Coming back. But before I get to going, I got to say,
All right, that's good.
I know you used to
Sonia Dada, You Don't Treat Me No Good. Live, the good version.
Ah, it feels good. I like that.
It was killing me not to sing that.
I know. I love that song.
What? Who says you can't sing?
You can, Kathy.
Oh, no. No. We
You-
don't
what
want
are you,
that.
shy,
we don't
Kathy?
want that. Yeah,
On
I'm
TV
shy.
and radio,
I'm very
Kathy, you're
shy.
shy?
I'm very shy.
Yeah, I'm a wallflower.
That's right.
All right, Ken. It's Friday.
I know.
It's 5 o'clock
It is.
somewhere. I'm sure it's Miller time somewhere.
Welcome to Miller Time.
It's Miller time. Miller time. Miller time.
Do they have awards for intros
I don't
in
think
radio?
so.
That is the greatest intro in the history of radio.
I would agree.
Thanks, Vic.
I think we're
Thank
going to have
you,
to
Kathy.
send it somewhere.
Let's send it somewhere. I don't care where.
Not to mention the esotericness of it's for Stephen Miller and the guitar player Steve Miller.
Exactly.
And it's Miller time from a Miller commercial.
Yes, it is. Really, Ken, I just love it. I
Thanks,
absolutely
man.
love it. All right, Stephen Miller. We all know how great he is. You know, he's a Jew and he's a Nazi.
Yeah.
He's one of the first.
It's ridiculous.
They're so
It's
stupid.
just
They're so
ridiculous.
stupid. All right, so companies who hire illegals, Ken, what about them? I'm sorry, that's number 7.
Yeah.
Okay.
What do you want?
A Miller. Give me a Miller, please.
We've begun the process of identifying the firms, the contractors that are engaged in this criminal activity, and you're going to begin to see a very severe crackdown. The early reports I've gotten on that are very promising.
I'm really glad about that. That they're actually starting to really crack down. And what I like is the fact that it's not in the limelight right now. They're doing a lot of this cracking down on illegal aliens and deporting them behind the scenes. That's the way it should be anyway.
Absolutely. I agree.
And they don't know the difference in the definitions of the words legal and illegal. The words are there for a reason.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
All right. Ken, let's do another. Give me a Miller.
Miller time.
And then we also have begun in earnest implementing our banking integrity measures. So you may remember President Trump signed an executive order a few weeks ago saying that we are not going to allow illegal aliens to use banking services in this country. You know, contrary to popular perception, the stupid phrase about illegal aliens living in the shadows. Illegal aliens don't live in the shadows. Illegal aliens have credit cards, they have bank accounts, and they're paid with direct deposit.
I was watching this. I saw this video the other day. It was kind of a meme, and it said that not only did President Trump have to defeat the opposition party to win the presidency, but he also had to defeat the media. And he went down the list of all the different media outlets that were against him. Then the judicial, you know, the judicial, the lawyers and the judges around the whole country, and then the legislature. You know, he's got a lot of people against him, not to mention all of the foreign countries that are against him and plotting against him as well. So he's had to maneuver to do things to get rid of the illegal aliens because, of course, the justice system would say, the lawyers and judges say, no, we're going to protect them. So he's doing all this stuff to combat all that.
It's exasperating.
It is.
You got anything to say about it?
No, it just makes you tired. Like,
It
you're
does
right.
make
It's a web. It's a seriously, man.
Like,
It's
wow.
a worldwide web of intrigue. Is what it is. All right, Kenny, let's do number 9. Meeting with financial institutions to cooperate with removing illegals. Ken, give me a Miller.
It's Miller time.
So illegal aliens fully participate in the commercial systems, the financial systems of America. Shutting that down is a massive engine for deportation. And so the Treasury Department just issued new guidance to financial institutions, to banks. And so The next step in this process is us meeting individually with banks and financial institutions on cooperating with us to remove illegal aliens from the banking system. Once illegal aliens lose their access to capital, that is going to, again, be a major driver of self-deportation.
Self-deportation sounds so unattainable, but it worked, right? Some of it worked.
Yeah, it's working. I mean, some of the estimates are like 1.3 million people so far have done it.
So that's a good number. I mean, it's not nearly as many as the people that crossed over the border during the Biden administration.
Well, what they're seeing here right now, and Kathy, you can actually comment on this as well. They're getting caught, and they're seeing the results of what happens when you're caught. And then they say, no, the alternative is we'll give you $2,600 and then give you a flight home. Sounds pretty good to me. If you're gonna, and then you can come, then you can actually apply legally to come back.
Exactly. I giggle at this stuff not because it's funny. I giggle at this stuff because you're allowed to enter our country legally. There is a process put in place that you can be a part of our country legally any point you want. So why are you still here illegally?
Right.
Right. We're just putting policies and procedures in place from the governmental, standpoint that you can still be here, but you're going to have to go back home, right? And come back here legally.
Right. Some of them are criminals to begin with, and they know that.
Right.
So they're
probably not going to come back.
Well, they won't be let in initially because they'll be chased away because they are criminals and illegal.
Exactly. Well, that's our vetting process, and the problem is the Democrat Socialist Party now, they need them as their voting block. They're not going to win without them, and that's why they're fighting as much as they are to try and keep them here.
All right, let's do one more. Ken, you got time for one more?
Yeah, this one's pretty important, I think.
I'll call this one, if you see something, say something. Ken, give me a Miller.
Miller time.
Trust your instincts. To all people and across all civilizations, you know what normal is. You know what beautiful is. You know what good is. You know that families are right. You know that children are precious and beautiful and must be protected. You know that the criminal and the junkie and the predator is a threat to normal, healthy living. This is so much deeper than issues about taxation and regulation, although they're incredibly important. It's about normal, healthy, ordered living.
If you see something, say something.
Yeah.
So not going to talk about something else. Ken found this cartoon of Stephen Miller, and if you get high enough, if you get stoned enough, it looks like it goes right along with what Stephen Miller's saying. All right, that's all the time we have for Miller.
Miller time. Miller time.
What they're trying to do is demonize normal living. Your normal family, they're saying that's just wrong. You shouldn't be, and especially if you're white. If you're white and you have a family, you're just doing some bad things.
Thank you for that clarification.
All right, Kenny, can we do something here real quick?
Yeah.
Because I know you always tell us about Islam and to be careful about it. Can you play me number 21, please? Yeah. Because I think that this guy, who is a former Islamist, is talking about stuff that you talk to us on this show about every day.
There is no such thing as a term called Islamophobia. It's a term that they came up with to use against the people in the West. And you guys in the West have one thing that you think we envy you guys on, but we totally don't, which is called freedom of speech or democracy. We have that. It's just that we have so many regulations or rules that make it that make you want to present your ideas respectfully. We always criticize respectfully, but one thing the West has is the total chaos of freedom of speech, because this is a safe haven for the radical extremists.
All right, so what about when Islamists lie, Ken, when they lie to us?
It's called taqiyya.
So why are we to believe anything they say, Let's not forget, Iran is the Islamic Republic, right?
Yeah, and they lie all the time.
Of course. They're also the snake in the poem.
And look at Mamdani. I believe that he's hiding behind his socialism, and he's lying to save his own heritage and everything else that he has planned, his strategy, by using taqiyya.
Well, I think, for fun, we should have something to do, you and I, to talk about these lies that are called taqiyya. And I think that this song is a great start. Tequila! Couldn't wait to do that. Now we're late, though, right?
No, we're going to go right about now.
Okay. So...
See ya.
Oh.
It's a brand new
Thanks for
show
coming.
on News Talk STL. JC's Sunday Showgram.
The radio wars in the 1980s were ugly, and we'll go back to 85 for a very ugly story involving Casey, KWK, and Brian Adams. Plus, the St. Louis Fire Department battalion chief I had to threaten with criminal prosecution because he was harassing me. And why? I don't like cruises. All brought to you by the Weber Automotive Group.
Sunday morning, 7 to 9. Then podcast each Monday on NewstalkSTL.com.
Hey, it's Susie Moore with a reminder that for 20 years, Harpo's Chesterfield has been the heart of West County's fun. With their award-winning patio, voted best in West County, and excellent sports bar atmosphere, Harpo's is your one-stop destination. The mouth-watering menu has made them famous throughout St. Louis. Plus, they've got great drink specials and the friendliest, most energetic staff around. Whether you're dining in or carrying out, Harpo's delivers fun, food, and drinks like no one else. Harpo's Chesterfield. Call 636-537-1970 or visit harposstl.com.
You work hard, follow the rules, and get absolutely slammed by taxes. Your paycheck, taxed. Your property, taxed. Everything you buy, taxed. Missouri's tax system isn't broken, it's rigged against you. The lawyers and lobbyists working for big corporations and the super rich buried over 200 loopholes for themselves in our tax code. While they pay nothing on the services they use, working families are taxed over and over. It's no wonder they're lying about Amendment 5. Our corrupt tax system is rigged in their favor. They're getting a free ride on your back. Don't believe their lies. The truth is, Amendment 5 closes loopholes exploited by the super rich and slashes taxes paid by Missouri's working families, phasing out income taxes and cutting property taxes. They finally pay what they owe while you keep what you earn. Vote yes on Amendment 5. Paid for by Missouri Promise PAC.
KLGY HD3 Clayton, K270BW Bellefonte, KNBS Bowling Green. This is News Talk STL at 1019, 94.1, and always streaming at NewstalkSTL.com.
News this hour at Town Hall. I'm Bob Agnew in Washington. U.S. military hitting various targets in Iran for a 13th night in a row. Here's correspondent Laura Winters.
President Trump appears to be losing patience with Iranian leaders who refuse to make a deal. The U.S. military taking out targets in Iran, including military command centers and drone storage facilities, for a 13th night in a row. The president telling Axios he's considering a massive attack on Iran, bigger than ever before, and that he is close to a decision.
That's Laura Winters reporting tens of thousands of people in Spain and southern France have evacuated their homes, even as multiple wildfires rage out of control. Spain's government has declared a national emergency after multiple wildfires force the evacuation of some 20,000 people in the central region of Madrid. In France, the Interior Ministry said 63,000 people have been evacuated as a precaution. The U.S. is citing concerns about forced labor and announcing a new round of tariffs against 60 trading partners. The charge of modern-day slavery didn't go over well with Australian Trade Minister Don Farrell.
Can I say how disappointed we are in the decision of the United States Trade Representative to increase tariffs on some Australian products going into the United States.
Farrell calls the new tariffs announced yesterday completely unjustified. The European Commission today says it found TikTok had not adequately protected children's privacy rights on its platform by allowing adults to view the accounts of minors. Commission spokesperson Thomas Reynier.
We do not accept this because children's content must never be visible to strangers.
And the latest investigation comes on the heels of back-to-back crackdowns on big tech by the Brussels-based commission. It has led the world in regulating tech giants like Meta and Apple. On Wall Street, it's a mixed bag. The Dow is surging right now at 383. The NASDAQ down by about 80 points. More from townhall.com.
You've probably heard all those ads for life insurance. Just a few dollars a day, apply online in minutes, no medical exam. Simple, easy, and cheap, right? Now you're thinking, maybe I should get a quote. Well, smart thinking. Everyone should have life insurance. But here's what they don't tell you. Those few dollars a day rates, they're for young people in perfect health. That's why everyone calls Big Lou the 50 to 60-year-old not-so-perfect candidate. Like you. You take prescription meds and you're overweight. Winner, winner, fried chicken dinner. Well, Big Lou works with life insurance companies that want people like you with no surprises after you apply. In fact, if you're a 50-year-old guy with a few health glitches, Lou could probably find you $1 million of term life coverage for about $200 a month. So, yeah, you need life insurance. But unless you're young and healthy, you gotta call Big Lou, because he's like you, older, heavier, and on meds, too. Get a quote right now at 800-555-2085, 800-555-2085, or biglou.com.
This hour of News Talk STL is brought to you by Stifel, serving investors for over 130 years. Contact your Stifel financial advisor at stifel.com. That's STIFEL.com.
When decisions matter most, experience isn't optional. As a former SWAT commander, Tim Whitney has led Under Pressure. Today, as Undersheriff and Chief Financial Officer, he helps lead hundreds of employees, manages one of the county's largest budgets, and protects taxpayers with conservative accountability.
I'm Tim Whitney, and I'd be honored to earn your vote. Together we can support responsible growth, strengthen public safety, protect taxpayers, and preserve the character that makes Jefferson County home.
Paid for by friends of Tim Whitney. Heather Missy, Treasurer.
News Talk STL is proud to have Doug Voss of Safe Money Radio as part of our lineup each week. Doug has been a staple on the St. Louis radio airways for many years as one of the leading financial experts in the area. You can now hear Doug and Safe Money Radio 2 times every weekend on News Talk STL. But in case you miss anything, you can check it all out at DougVossSafeMoneyRadio.com. You could also reach Doug at 844-676-SAFE. That's 844-676-7233.
Doug Voss is a registered representative. Securities offered through DHL Securities, LLLP, member FINRA and SIPC.
When Donald Trump needs conservative votes to help pass his agenda for Missouri, Representative Tricia Burns never answers the call. Tricia Burns has missed 370 votes. Burns is bucking President Trump's priorities. Burns did not vote to stop DEI initiatives, prevent China from owning Missouri land, defund Planned Parenthood, and Burns did not vote to ban boys from girls' sports. Tricia Burns not showing up for Missouri and President Trump. Instead, Tricia Burns spends her time pulling pranks on the Suicide Prevention Hotline. Yes, you heard that right. Tricia Burns lied to the police and staged a fake suicide emergency. She sent a series of messages to the hotline and said she, quote, had a gun to her head, end quote. When she got caught, she said there'd be no consequences because she's a politician. By August 4th, vote to show Tricia Burns that there are consequences to being bad at your job.
Let's Go Brandon PAC paid for and is responsible for the content of this advertising. Not authorized by any candidate or candidates committee. Chris Foss, Treasurer.
This hour, the Vic Porcelli Show, brought to you by the Trolley Stop Bakery, the official bakery of the Vic Porcelli Show. You're listening to the Vic Porcelli Show.
A 3-hour tour, a 3-hour tour. The weather started getting rough.
We squeeze in a dry hump day under partly sunny skies.
From New Jersey to Baldwin, Missouri, 2 behind the microphone, taking the whoosh to the radical left and the putrid swamp. You're listening to the Vic Porcelli Show. Here he is, Vic Porcelli.
Oh, that's me. Wait, let me check my ID. Why, yes, it is. It's me. Boy, Ken, this is a fun show. Nothing's going right, but it's a fun show.
It's a fun show anyway.
And everything that's going on is my fault, not Ken's, just to be clear.
What a great preface for me to be here, by the way. Thank you.
Well, you're going to help pull it all together.
Okay, good.
You're going to be the lifesaver. So I just want to say our tequila thing worked pretty good, I think.
Yeah, I think so. I think when we compare the two and we keep, like reminding everyone about tequila.
What better way for them to remember?
Exactly right.
All right. Good morning, Chris Cooper from Serenity Wealth Management. How are you?
I'm great. How we doing, guys?
Doing good.
Like the new haircut, Vic.
Thanks.
I notice these things.
I get a cut.
On.
I get a cut up by you, believe it or not.
I know you do. I know. Yeah. And sometimes you stop by. It's nice. And you need to stop by because when you stop by and have some bourbon at my office, I have a ice glass with my logo on it.
I've seen it.
So
Yeah.
there you go.
I had a drink with V on it at our
I
party.
know.
Yeah, but do you have 4 roses? Because
Wait, somebody-
no, wait a minute. So
That's
we're
our
at
bar?
that party. Well, we're at that party, and Vic discovers 4 Roses bourbon, and he's talking to me. He goes, "Yeah," he goes, I really love bourbon. Now it's just 3 roses, and somebody in the background goes, "It's 4 roses." He goes, "Oh, 3 or 4."
The fourth one makes
You almost
a
spit
difference.
up your drink at
No.
that point, if I
know.
remember correctly.
3 roses isn't near as good.
It's not near as good. And I wanted to get 5 roses. I thought
That
hey,
would
why
be better.
not? Right?
That would be better.
All right, I'm done with you guys
You're a
making fun
numbers
of me.
guy. You know that.
That's right.
Done with it. Buffalo Trace. Did you ever hear of that? Buffalo Trace. Is that good?
That's all right. Yeah. I mean, so all brands have different types of reserves and all kinds of things and different levels. So many of them have very good selections.
What makes a good bourbon? How it tastes or how drunk it gets you?
Well, I'm a taste guy. I really actually don't want to get too
me
too
neither.
much. I'd rather just have 2 or
Yes.
so nice ones that just sip well and
Yes.
be done. So
Yeah, that's not the goal when you sip bourbon.
right.
Is to get
Yeah.
hammered.
It's to hang out and have a good time and just chat. So.
Did you ever notice shows from a long time ago, like let's say, or shows about a long time ago, like Boardwalk Empire? Did you watch Boardwalk Empire?
I did
HBO?
not. No.
It's set in the 20s, and Nucky Thompson is the guy, and everybody who comes to his office, a bottle of a glass of whatever it is, whiskey, bourbon, at 9 o'clock in the morning,
Yeah.
8 o'clock in the morning. I guess they just drank all day back then.
Seems early for me,
A little bit.
But, it's happened before. Like Mark Sutherland's been on my show and he had a really nice rum come in. And so he brought that in and we had to taste it. And it left me speechless for the rest of the day. I'm like, what are we talking about?
That's great.
It was really good. Yeah.
Very good.
Yeah, I was just really confused. I'm like, man, but this rum, it's really,
This rum is
really good.
Great. Yeah.
All right, so let's talk about, get serious here. Stop screwing around.
Oh, sorry. I'm sorry. Got to pull this all together.
The Trump accounts.
Yeah. So the money account for growth and advancement.
Hold on.
Doesn't that sound nice?
It does. So when you're born, you get a Trump account.
If you yes and no, you have to apply for it, right? You have to put in a form for it. It's a few minutes. It's not a big deal. But if you have a child that was born between 2025 and all the way up through to 2028, you actually have a free seed money available to you of $1,000.
So I thought I saw on television yesterday that if you do the maximum contributions to that account, by the time the kid is 18, he'll have $1 million.
That's a few decimals off. And decimals matter, right? Decimals are large. So probably closer to less than 200,000.
Oh.
Okay. The max is $5,000 of contributions plus your $1,000 of seed money if you qualify. So if you think about it, that's $5,000 times 18 years. So we're talking $190,000 of contributions, plus another $1,000. So
What about all the interest and all that?
all the interest is going to be there, yeah. So it's going to grow, but even at like a 6% rate, you're gonna on 18 years, you could end up doubling your money for sure, but that's a little bit higher. Now they were probably assuming a very, very aggressive growth rate, okay, which is totally fine. By the way, in this account, you could do that. In fact, I would argue that it might be the best strategy. I do not think this is the best account for college education. I think this is a decent account to set your kids up for a seated retirement, but I do not think it's a good college education account.
Why is that?
So a 529 is another alternative to college savings, right? And it's been around forever. People know about it. The funds inside of a 529 account grow tax-free if used for education. Okay, so you take those funds out for qualified education expenses, and it does have no tax consequences whatsoever.
So what about the Trump account?
Trump account is tax-deferred growth. So every dollar in there grows. You don't pay taxes every year, but when you take the money out, regardless of reason, it is taxable income.
Oh.
Okay, for the child. Okay, not on you because it's the child's account. And that's an important distinction. The money is not really available to you until the age of 18, okay? And by you, I mean your child, grandchild, whatever. Not available until the age of 18, and you have the ability to take funds out, but it's subject to traditional IRA rules and regulations.
So what if they were to take that money, say they get to a certain age, maybe even 40 years old, 50 years old,
Yeah.
and they decide that they want to move it to an IRA?
Well, it's already been done. at that time. So at age 18, it automatically converts to a traditional IRA for the child.
Okay.
Okay. So again, not bad. You just have to understand what you're doing and what you're saving for.
Yeah.
So if you're looking to save for college education or to start up a small business for your child or grandchild, you just have to understand what the purpose is. It's not a great education foundation. It's just not.
So
529 is better. In that regard, right? Every account's different.
I have two questions. I didn't just make that up, right? So it was on the TV that said
They
$1 million.
probably assumed a much more. So I would say, 6, 7, 8% is a reasonable growth rate to assume. If you did double-digit growth and things like that, the last 10 years of stock market or 20% growth, it could be worth it. You also might have had a different time-bound situation. At age 18, that would be a pretty good set of rate of returns, quite frankly, to get you there. If you did contribute those things, it's possible, sure, but you have to understand where it's coming from.
That's not what I'm asking you, really. I know you're explaining how it works. And
Yep.
I'm asking you about me because it's all about Vic. It's all
I'm
about
sorry.
Vic. Okay.
I'm sorry. I should know this.
Did I not? Did I make that up, or did I see it on the TV where it said maximum contributions? The kid will get $1 million by the time he's 18.
Well, I didn't see it on TV, so I don't know where it came from, and I didn't run
Maybe
the
I did
math.
make it up.
Well, no.
Maybe it was in a dream.
I have a feeling it was the age that you mentioned, 18. I don't know if that was.
It
what
definitely
I saw.
said 18. What I saw.
Okay.
Yeah. So,
I
and it could be
absolutely
that they
saw
contributed.
what I told you.
It could be that it was contributed until the age of 18. I don't really know. So
I mean, I'm not saying it's not wrong. I'm sure you're right.
So keep in mind, this could be true, right? I mean, at the end of the day, this is an investment vehicle that grows in the stock market according, for time frames, right? So if you have great years in the stock market, could that happen? Yeah, because you could have unlimited growth. You just also could have, negative consequences
Exactly
as well.
right.
Right?
Yeah,
so
yeah.
with great risk comes great reward, right? So you have to understand all those things.
So President Trump was in Marietta, Georgia, doing a big rally.
Yep.
Packed, man. They love this
Mhm.
guy, right? And there were two families he brought up on stage, both mentioning the Trump accounts.
Yeah, Dell's one of the foundation families, probably.
Well, no, I'm
I don't
talking
know
about
if
the
he was
people
in
that were
Georgia.
recipients. These were
Regular
just-
people.
These are
Oh,
just,
yeah.
Georgians. They
Yeah.
had family of four came up, and
Yep.
but the one family I'm speaking of here is there was a child newborn, and
Mhm.
they said yes, thank you for that. But also they had a 17-year-old. They said we've opened accounts for all of our kids.
Mhm.
Now you can do that, but they're just not going to contribute to it.
You can contribute to it.
But you can open up an account.
You
for-
can open up an account to anyone that is under the age of 18 can open up an account.
A Trump
account.
Okay.
Okay. Anyone under the age of 18. The question is, should you? And for
Yes.
what purpose, right?
Yeah, right.
You will not get your $1,000 seed money because you were not born between 25 and 28. So for those folks, that $1,000 of free money is get your free money. And I tell everybody, if you can get free money, get free money. There's not a
Hello.
lot of choices or ways to get free money, right? 401k match. If your match, if 6% to get 6%, get your 6% free.
Right,
You should be
right.
saving 6% anyway, right? So it just makes sense. So get your free money. The question is what to do from that moment forward. The child's probably not putting this money into this account because they probably don't have income, right? Unless maybe at age 15 they start getting part-time jobs or whatever. But the money's kind of restricted. It's not a brokerage account. It's not a savings account. It's not an account that they just have liquid access to.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah.
So you just have to be mindful of those kind of things. It's an account that turns over ownership at age 18 to that child. So I'm going to challenge you guys. Think back to yourself at age 18. Were you ready? Let's just use Vic's number. Let's just say it's worth $1 million. Were you ready to have the responsibility of $1 million account?
Absolutely not. I would have blown it on concert tickets and
Yeah.
everything else.
And it's a traditional IRA at that point in time. So it's meant for a retirement account that any distributions out
I see.
before are always taxable,
Yeah.
first of all.
Right.
Secondly, any distributions taken out prior to the age of 59 and a half, 10% tax penalty.
Oh.
So again, you gotta if you're gonna do these things for your child, it could be a great gift towards their 60-year-old self.
Right.
Okay?
Yeah.
For their 60-year-old self.
So it's more like, okay, we're going to get this for you, but forget about it.
Yeah, I want
All
this
right,
to
we'll
fund
do
your
it.
retirement,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
That's what it's for. And you got to, if you're going to give this gift, it needs to come with a more important gift, and that's education. financial education that goes with that gift, because then it makes sense. And quite frankly, there's some really cool strategies that this thing could open up 18 years from now. We just got to see if it gets to that point, right? And technically, it could open up some strategies even a year from now if somebody just does a contribution for just 1 year. But it's essentially a traditional IRA for a child without an earned income limit, right? Because there's no earned income needed on it.
So I want to ask a question about, did you say 529 is strictly for education? If you use it for education, it's not taxed?
That's
if you don't,
that's correct.
So my question is, do they count trade school as education?
They do. So 529s, 529s, and I don't give Biden all the credit in the world on a lot of things. In fact, I very rarely give him and the administration much credit. But they did during his administration make 529s a more valuable tool. Okay, 529s became eligible for secondary education as well. Even private institutions and things like that, elementary education, things like that, trade schools became more viable for a 529. The other thing done during that time frame, the 529, you can actually take move funds that are available that used to be for college or you were planning for college, and you actually fund a Roth IRA with them as well. So up to limits, but you can do it.
Chris, how do people sign up for your email that I get? I get your newsletter.
Yeah.
And in that you have this. It's so good because what is a Trump account really?
Right.
I mean, you have questions like,
That's what
get
you really
the
need to know.
$1,000 federal seed money. Who can contribute? What are the investment options? How much could this be worth?
Yeah.
All these questions. And it's all right here. I mean, it's pretty cool.
So go to SerenityWealthNow.com, reach out to us, contact us. There should be a form in there for just filling in your information. We'll automatically put you on our mailing list. We might give you a call and say, hey, thanks for listening to News Talk. We love being a part of the station and all that stuff. But that's all. If we're here to help and all that kind of stuff, obviously would love to talk to people. But join our newsletters. Great information. Our social media site, our show. We talk about this kind of stuff because it's important to people.
I have a question that comes from ignorance that I don't know everything you know.
Most questions do. It's okay. Ignorance isn't a bad thing, Vic.
Ignorant doesn't mean stupid.
That's right. That's what I'm saying. It's not a bad thing.
So why is there a cap on what you can contribute to this? What do they care how much money you put into it?
Interesting question,
That's
right?
a good question.
So is it a good thing or a bad thing, right? Do you think that any savings can be a good thing? Tax deferral, right? Tax deferred growth, good things. Anything that is too good, there's a reason why they're going to limit it. They're going to put a cap on it because otherwise more people would do it, and then there's going to be tax considerations. They need their money. They're going to limit what you can do. They're going to limit what you can do in order to get some feeling of good and excitement about something, but they got to limit it. Otherwise, you'd be able to take full advantage of it. And quite frankly, that whole millionaire people that Trump, only takes care of, which is joking, by the way, for those that didn't understand the sarcasm. Otherwise they would say that, oh, well, he's only helping his rich
billionaire
cronies,
friends,
his billionaire friends, right?
Yeah, but that is a very good question because what you're saying, I think, is that the government's saying, well, we don't want to give them too much money to put in there because then they won't be giving us the money.
Too much of a good thing, right? Yeah. So, and I always look at that. Like, so a Roth IRA has income limits, and a Roth IRA has dollar limits of contributions. $7,500 right now. If you're over 50, $8,600. Why is it limited to that? Because it's a really good thing, and it grows tax-free.
So you think my question was good, too?
It's a very good
Very
question.
good, yeah.
Well, don't make me sing.
He was waiting for that, wasn't he?
Yeah.
He baited us.
That's what I'm good at, man.
Vic.
So what are they going to do, the IRS, if Trump gets rid of the IRS?
Yeah. We can't get rid of the IRS, all right? We need to have something. I think we should simplify the tax code. Don't get me wrong. I could actually support abolishing the tax code and going back to when we didn't have income taxes.
Yes.
Making it easier, right? I love Amendment 5 for that alone on principle. I could argue with a lot of things around it, but at the end of the day, if you're going to get rid of an income tax that taxes on productivity, I'm a big fan, right?
Okay.
So.
Because you work hard, and then they take your money for it.
Yeah. And I got to ask you about this real quick because I have a friend who said, no way am I voting yes on Amendment 5.
Yeah.
And that's because, and they think that, well, it's not going to make any difference, number one.
Right.
And they're going to still be, they're going to be taxed on sales tax out the yin-yang.
Mm-hmm.
So what do you tell them?
Look, we're not naive enough. I don't think anyone listening to this is naive enough to know that the money has to come from somewhere.
Right.
I'm okay with that. I would just rather me be in control of my spending and therefore what my tax rate is.
That's what I said.
And higher income people are probably going to spend more. So they're going to pay more in taxes. But everyone at least pays some taxes. There's plenty of people in here that do not pay a single dollar in taxes because they do not work and they just get Social Security, which is fine, by the way. But if your tax bracket is 0, you should have no say in this because of course your taxes are going to go up.
And
because you're not paying anything.
And my argument was also Missouri is very stagnant right now.
Very much so.
And that we need to be getting this tax rate under control so that people will want to come here.
That's
not
right.
Not just businesses.
Growth.
But growth in people living here.
Of productivity-oriented individuals. Shocking.
So, bottom line, this Trump thing is not a bad thing, right?
Nothing's a bad. Look, I'm all in favor of different types of accounts doing various different things, right? We just have to ask ourselves the question. Stop, pause, before you put any money anywhere. What am I trying to accomplish here? What is this money's eventual goal? And if you answer that question and it fits into a Trump account, awesome. Let's do that. If it fits into a 529 because education, that's great. The problem I have with a 529 account or the Trump account most than anything is it's an account that you're giving to an 18-year-old, assuming they're going to be responsible adults at 18. That scares me. You can't take it back. You can't control it. And that, I think, comes with its own set of consequences.
Part of that's up to you, isn't it, as the parent?
100%.
And that's why you said earlier, education.
Couple it with the gift of financial education. Get them in tune with a financial advisor who's going to be able to assist them because my children are wonderful. But you know what? I'm a financial advisor. They listen to me.
That's good.
But, I have to take my dad hat off and my professional hat on. They don't listen to us as parents all the time. You got to have that other side.
I'm shocked
of
to
things.
hear that. I don't know about you. Your kids don't listen to you?
I am so shocked.
I'm shocked.
I can't believe it.
You got to have that other person that helps provide that third-party impartial guidance.
And Chris is your guy.
I'm happy to be if it helps, guys.
Serenity Wealth Management, Chris Cooper. Serenity Now, tax.com. Great show.
There you go.
It's not called Fun with Finance.
We have
not
some,
called
though.
Financial Fun, which I heard you say in the commercial just this week. But it's a great show called Serenity Wealth.
Yeah.
All right. Say hi to Stacy for us.
Well, we'll do.
Shame she couldn't come in today.
That's okay. We'll just wave to her. She's out there. She's singing.
She's not looking at me.
So,
Kidding
no,
me?
she's not. She's
She's
probably
looking at
rolling
you.
her eyes at me right now
She's
for mentioning
checking out
it.
your ass right now as we speak.
It's probably my bald spot, but I'll take it.
Thank you, man.
We'll see you guys.
Appreciate you. Chat box is next.
Investment advice offered through Fortis Capital Advisors.
Serenity now!
The Vic Porcelli Show.
Now, we need to evolve our institutions and drive creative new partnerships. Let me be clear. Certain principles of our international system are sacrosanct.
English, motherfucker! Do you speak it?
Made in St. Louis for St. Louis. It's News Talk STL. News Talk STL. Always streaming on your smart speaker, our mobile app, or newstalkstl.com.
Summer is here at Daniel's Farm and Greenhouses on Juggerman in St. Peters. Discover our breathtaking 55,000 square feet of greenhouses featuring 8,000 hanging baskets, hundreds of perennials, and 100,000 pots of colorful annuals. From vegetable plants to premium grass seed, mulch to herbs, our knowledgeable staff is ready to answer all your questions. Start spring off right with pansies, potted tulips, and everything your garden craves. Daniel's Farm and Greenhouses. Visit us today on Juggerman or online at danielsfarmandgreenhouses.com.
This is Mark Harder with RE/MAX Results, the #1 RE/MAX franchise in the region. As a licensed real estate broker with RE/MAX Results for over 20 years, I've seen the ups and downs of many real estate markets, including the one we're in right now. With the spring market in full swing, now is the time to leap into the buying or selling of your home. Someday is not a day. Today is the day to make your move. Call me at 314-852-8933 or email me at markhardersells@gmail.com.
The radical left let crime and drugs pour into our nation, and they let biological men into girls' sports. But here in Missouri, if there's a problem, we fix it. That's why Ann Wagner's fixing the mess the radical left made and delivering for us. Wagner voted to ban biological men from competing in girls' sports. And she voted to fund the police and provide more resources for Border Patrol agents, keeping our families, communities, and children safe. And Ann Wagner didn't stop there. In Congress, Wagner passed the largest working-class tax cut in American history, kept big government out of our business, protected our way of life, and ensured our communities remain safe. That's why Ann Wagner's endorsed by the Missouri Farm Bureau and Missouri Fraternal Order of Police. Vote Ann Wagner for Congress on August 4th.
I'm Ann Wagner, and I approve this message.
Paid for by Ann Wagner for Congress.
Hey, it's Chris Arps. Becky and I recently discovered a restaurant that's quickly become one of our go-to restaurants, Timothy's in Creve Coeur. Led by executive chef Will Mabry, Timothy's serves contemporary American cuisine with a touch of Southern charm. Dishes like pastrami, smoked lamb, and shrimp and grits. My wife absolutely loved the lobster pot pie, and everything we've tried has been incredible. Amazing house-made desserts and over 500 wines to choose from. Enjoy dinner 7 nights a week, plus lunch, brunch, and private events. Timothy's in Creve Coeur at 12710 Olive Boulevard or online at timothysstl.com.
Looking for insurance you can truly trust? Since 1986, Bauer Insurance Agency has been protecting families and businesses across Missouri and Illinois. Owner Cindy Blanton doesn't just offer one quote. She shops all the top carriers like Progressive, Travelers, Safeco, and more to find you the best rates. Whether it's your home, auto, toys, or business, we've got you covered. Visit us at Mid-Rivers Mall in St. Peters or call 636-812-2001. Bauer Insurance Agency, the company that protects, the name you can trust.
If you have a phone, you have a radio.
Yes, I listen on my phone.
Download the all-new Newstalk STL app.
Love the all-new Newstalk STL app.
It is awesome. And listen anytime.
Love the Newstalk STL app.
Anywhere. Talk lines are open now at 314-912-1019. The Vic Porcelli Show.
Be cool, honey bunny. Be cool.
Made in St. Louis for St. Louis. It's Newstalk STL.
On Broadway. That was cool, right? We always threw that into the end of Aladdin Sane. All right. I guess it's time for the chat box. I hope all the chats are here.
Well, I did. It was a problem that I had nothing to do with today, and you know, when I'm wrong, I admit it. But today, I don't know what happened, but I had to restart.
I hope you don't put baby in the corner.
I will never put baby in the corner.
So here's what I'm going to do, if it's okay with you. Ed Stoit, the shop steward for the International Brotherhood of Chatboxers, Local 1019 and 94.1, was concerned that some of the comments might not have been captured because of the whatever happened with Rumble. That was not your fault. That was somebody else's fault.
Because it's all magic whenever they post.
So, what he does is copies and pastes all the comments, and then emails them to me in case there's a problem.
Nice.
So I'm going to start with that. That's okay.
Well, thanks, Ed Stoit.
I'm going to start with the Ed Stoit email that he sent me. Because look how big the font is, too. It's another reason why.
Oh, wow.
So Ed says, 1. I was really number 1. PMS says, good morning, Patriots. Let her rip, Ed. It's so funny. It's like Ed has his own introducer now. Like Ed Sullivan. Ladies and gentlemen, all the way from England, Ed Stoit. PMS, you were deuce, but aren't a deuce of poop. Okay, here we go. I pledge allegiance to the flag, United States of America, and for elected.
No peace.
No fair tariffs. No fair chat box.
Nope.
President lowest filers for unemployment in 50 years.
Yes.
Donald John Grover Cleveland Trump. I love how he respects the Donald John Grover Cleveland Trump.
Yeah.
Because nobody talks about it. because everybody's got to find terrible things to say about him because he can't be good to say anything good and historical about him.
Well, what's funny is he just met with the Dodgers organization. They were at the White House, and there's so many guys who are like, I don't get what they're saying about this guy. He's a really good guy.
Now, you know,
and they're getting flamed for it.
Good.
No, they're getting flamed for saying that they liked him.
Good, because they don't care, is why I'm saying.
No, they don't care. Yeah,
let them flame them for doing it.
Right.
They believe what they believe, and they're not afraid to do it. Just like Sophie Cunningham is not afraid to come out and say boys should not be playing against girls.
That's being on the offensive.
And now all of a sudden she's a polarizing, conservative thing. Did you see Shohei Ohtani do the Japanese bow to the president? You know how much I love that? First of all, you know how much I love that in the Japanese culture, the bow?
Right.
Like when you cross the street and the guy says, go ahead. You know, the guy waiting for the... Go ahead. What do? You give him a wave, right? Thanks, right? They stop in the middle of the street.
Turn and bow, yeah.
Unbelievable.
Right.
It's a respectful... culture that
and then
they have.
And in New York, they're going, yeah, go.
Right. I'm walking here. That's what they say. Get out of here. Good morning, all you beautiful, mega, MAGA, ultra-patriotic, deplorable, garbaging, degenerate, freedom-fighting, God-fearing, Vic Heads.
Whoosh.
Hey, good to see you.
Hey, it's good to see you.
God, I can't get him. It's Friday.
It's Friday.
Now, David Stokes brought up, when I say Crazy Joe Brazel, is that based on Crazy Joe Gallo, the mobster who was assassinated at a place called Umberto's Clam House in New York that I've been to, and that being there, knowing a mob hit happened there is something, I don't know, it was something really cool. Anyway, so Crazy
Squirrel.
Joe... No squirrel. Ed Stoid says, in My Cousin Vinny, wasn't his last name Gallo? And no, Gallo's dead. I'm Jerry Callow.
Oh,
all right. But they said he tells the judge that his name is Gallo, and then Mona Lisa Vito says, "Oh, he was in the paper the other day." And Joe Pesci goes, "Yeah." And she goes, "But you didn't read the article, did you?" He goes, "No, why?" "Because he's dead." She walks away. Vicky says Elman was all for flock cameras. I apologize to everybody for not being up on this flock camera thing. I thought they called it flock because it's a bunch of cameras. That's how stupid I am.
But Vic, I think you're up on it. I think you know as much as everybody else does. I just think what we don't know is what the potential of these cameras are. So you're up on it.
Okay. It's very Big Brother. It's
Yeah,
very Orwellian.
Yeah, and that's the problem is we don't know how far this could be taken. If you go to China, every single move you make is on camera.
Okay, now with that being said, I'm not being a advocate for a Big Brother civilization. But when somebody does something to someone else and then they find them on a camera, like in New York City, these guys just hit an old woman in the face, right? For no reason.
Yeah, Vic, I understand where you're going.
Camera gets them. But what?
I know, but
I feel a butt
and
coming
that's
on.
Yes, it's a big butt.
There it was.
It's good for that. I mean, when you're seeing evil people being identified, that's wonderful for the police. However, if the CCP doesn't like your political stance, then they follow you and they start to remove credits. They have a social credit score system. They lower your credit score. They will lower because you are in opposition to them.
Wow.
This is when you go down that rabbit hole. This is the potential that we could have here in this country. Oh, well, he was up there in South St. Louis the other day at this location, and he was fraternizing with some people we just don't think are good people, so therefore we're going to go ahead and judge him based on that. That's where it could go. That's what people are afraid of.
Right. Right. And I don't want that.
Squirrel.
Certainly. That's your squirrel, not mine.
I know.
Soon there will be cameras covering every square inch of our cities, etc., and they will be monitored by AI.
Yes.
Soon.
And that's why this. And real quick, that's why the CCP wants to be in control of all that.
Yeah. Can you say data centers? I guess it's for data centers. Commander Connor's ready on the right. Lock and load. Ready on the right. Offense. Fight. Uh-oh. Phew, they're back. I guess our feed was up and down today?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I only say because I do not want to deny our listeners all of the handsomeness that happens in this room.
Oh, yeah.
Whoosh.
That
whoosh thing.
Based on your calculator comment, compare the interior of an Apollo or shuttle capsule to a new capsule from SpaceX. Totally different. I'll bet it is. You know?
It's almost all fly-by-wire now, and before it was all you had. I mean, if they needed a thruster, for example, to go, they had to press that lever physically and then stop it when they were ready to stop it.
Wow.
You know, that's why you saw all those little levers everywhere. Those were different thrusters and a whole bunch of others. I was little, but my dad explained a lot of it to me.
Would have been only great if you remembered it all, huh?
It would have been wonderful if I'd have remembered any of it.
You could have a space aeronautics career.
I could have.
Instead of being stuck with me.
Bad llama.
Red Friday. Red.
You are red as can be.
You got some red. You got some red. It's Gene the Dancing Machine. Given to me by Vic years ago. Rumble, oh Rumble, where are you? There we go.
Baby. Here we go.
Not that we have time for it, but what the hell?
It's Gene, the dancing machine.
I love that so much. I was explaining that to Jessica just last night. So odd that he brought that up today. I said, we got a guy named Gene in our chat box, and we play him Gene Dance Machine music. She's just smiling. She smiles at some of the stuff we do here and just says, man, I can't believe they do that stuff on the radio. He said yelling at each other does nothing, correct, but them turds do it all the time, and we let them. That's why idiots keep following them. Most fools look like bad boys and girls. Now, that just in defense of Mike Elam, who's here, he's talking about two Republicans shouting at each other.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
And that should be a little bit more
toned down and and be a discussion more of them yelling at each other.
Yes.
And that's what'll probably happen with he and Joe Brazel here in the studio.
Oh man, I cannot
It'll
wait.
just be a calm little conversation.
You know what we're getting?
Yeah.
What?
We're getting a popcorn machine. You know, like in the movie theaters.
Oh, yeah.
We're getting a big popcorn machine for if they both come into the studio.
Oh, I like that.
Good morning, you bunch of Vic Head drunks. Hey. Have a great weekend. Can I get my own flock cameras for in front of my house? I don't know why you can't. Flock is just a brand.
I don't give a flock.
I almost pushed the button. I almost jumped over.
You dove over here.
I almost did. That's too generic. Ring cameras exist. I have a camera that can read your plate from 8 houses away. Wow. Just need some AI. This is Jason Headley, by the way. Good morning, everyone. Good morning. That's it. I'm done.
Good morning.
Good morning. On Broadway, on my way. David Live's the greatest live album ever.
Call to prayer on Broadway.
On Broadway. On my way. All right, wheel of audio clips.
Yeah?
Is next. I'm so sorry, guys.
Whoosh.
I have no excuse.
There's always magic in the air.
Watch us on our live stream using Rumble, Facebook, and Twitter. The Vic Porcelli Show.
Now, my mamaw died shortly before I left for Iraq in 2005. And when we went through things, we found 19 loaded handguns.
Correct! Made in St. Louis for St. Louis. It's News Talk STL.
On the next,
Larry Connors, USA.
The story behind the story. On this date, Apollo 11 splashed down with Americans who had walked on the moon.
Larry Connors, USA. Now, weeknights 6 until 8 on News Talk STL.
I'm Dr. TJ, owner of the Institute of Natural Health, co-owner of Optimal Nutraceuticals, and the host of Wellness One. Wellness One is designed to cut through the nonsense and provide you common sense science-based information regarding health and wellness. On the show, we discuss topics like thyroid health, gut health, hormone optimization, and many others. Our show airs Saturdays at 10 a.m. and 2 p.m. and Sundays at 11 a.m. and 3 p.m. right here on Newstalk STL. And you can visit us at inhstl.com. That's inhstl.com.
Bill, you're an old politician.
Yup, sure am.
So you know the old-timers warned that someone trying to sell you a pig in a poke was a con man.
Well, sure.
Well, no offense, Tom, but your politician's Amendment 5 is a pig in a poke, allowing politicians to raise our taxes without a vote of the people, and the politician's Amendment 4 takes away our power to do anything about it. Well, let's look at what's really inside Forward 5.
Oh, don't do that.
5 hits hardest seniors and those struggling financially with new taxes on services like doctor visits, in-home care, and rent. Sales taxes could more than triple. For up to 80% of Missourians, it's a tax hike. And Amendment 4 ends majority rule, allowing a minority of the most liberal statewide voters in one district to effectively end our power to stop corruption and out-of-control spending and taxing.
Slick plan, huh?
No, Tom. 4 and 5 are schemes that hurt citizens and transfer our power and our money to politicians and lobbyists. That's why I'm voting no on the politicians' Amendments 4 and 5, paid for by Missourians for Fair Government.
The Herzog Tomorrow Foundation provides private school tuition scholarships through Missouri's new Most Scholars program to cover the cost of accessible, high-quality schooling.
Hi, this is Myella Esser with the Herzog Tomorrow Foundation. Our private school tuition scholarships wouldn't be possible without the support of generous Missouri taxpayers. If you're a Missouri taxpayer interested in redirecting your tax dollars and sending them to Missouri students in need of a better education, please contact me at herzogmostscholars.org.
Better education for students creates a better tomorrow for all. Learn how you can help provide a better education for Missouri students at herzogmostscholars.org. That's herzogmostscholars.org. Also, sign up for The Lion, an initiative of the Herzog Foundation that carries articles covering a wide range of issues facing American families and culture. herzogfoundation.com. That's herzogfoundation.com.
Dude, this house is perfect. Crumbs everywhere, sticky counters. I've already texted the colonies.
Sweet, I'll bring my 500 cousins. This'll be the biggest ant rager of the summer.
Let's party! Wait, oh, what's that sound? Oh, no, it's those trucks with the green wheels. Party's over, man. Party's over.
This is Derek, the owner of All Solutions Pest Control. We'd love to help you out. Give us a call today for a free estimate at 636-486-7888.
If a pest-free home is your goal, call All Solutions Pest Control.
I walk 47 miles of barbed wire. I got a cobra snake for a necktie. A brand new house along the roadside, and it's made out of rattlesnake hide.
Talk lines are open now at 314-912-1019. The Vic Porcelli Show.
I'm not weird. You're weird. You guys are being so weird.
Made in St. Louis for St. Louis. It's News Talk STL.
So
that's George Thoroughly.
Don't steal my thunder. I was just going to go there. I was just going to go. I got it open. Look. Just a proof. The music.
Oh, go ahead.
God. Do you practice?
I do.
Do you practice thunder stealing at
Ken,
home?
Thunder Stealer.
I have to validate it.
So, I hope you guys realize somebody requested this. Please put the music that you guys play on the. They specifically said on the X page, our X page.
Right.
So we have. Nobody likes it. Says thanks, Ken, for going through all that hard work, and nobody noticed that he put George Thoroughly Good doing this song. Who do you love? Well done, Ken Williams.
Thanks, man.
You thunder stealing some bitch. All right, are you ready for that?
I guess so.
Audio Clips!
Brought to you by Johnson Heating and Cooling, making homes comfortable all year round. 636-332-4141. It's America's favorite game show, The Wheel of Audio Clips. Here's the host of Wheel of Audio Clips, Vic Porcelli.
Thank you, Jim Maldwin. Good morning, studio audience. How you doing? They all love you, Ken, up there.
I love you, Vic.
So listen, I have to tell you, we were watching MasterChef last night, right? And MasterChef this season is the world, continents against each other.
Oh, okay.
You know, so there's this girl that we really like that pulled it off, Ken. What she made fell apart. I mean, it fell apart, and she couldn't start again. So she took the fell apart things and made littler things, like little brownies almost out of it. And it was one of the top 3 dishes. We love her. Anyway, So this last night, they were doing the wheel of protein. And they were saying it. Every time they said it, I said, audio clips!
Right.
And they never said audio clips.
Oh.
Sons of bitches.
Doggone it.
All right, Kenny. What we do, Ken takes... Dadgummit. That's another rule in the house. If Tim Burchett is on TV on the news or a commercial, I make sure Jessica says, Dadgummit.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, she loves that.
Yeah.
She loves that almost as, Shenyun Woo!
Shenyun.
No, just stay with us, all right? Listen to us every day, because we are going to have, hopefully, the producer of a documentary on Shenyun Woo!
Shenyun.
Am I right? Are we going to?
Yeah, I think so. I really hope so.
The wheels have just fallen off this car today.
It's fun, though, because it's Friday, you know.
It is Friday. I'll take that. All right, spin the wheel. Let's go. Wherever it stops, that's the audio that we listen to. No exceptions or substitutions.
At least today we could use the excuse that it's Friday. The other days, I don't know.
Well, we only do this on Fridays.
Well, just the wheels falling off part.
Oh yeah, that's true, because the wheels fell off way before now.
Yeah.
All right, this is Harry Enton. Now, this is what I don't understand. The left, the media, they love to say that President Trump's poll numbers are the worst in history. Do you have a laptop at home?
Yeah.
Is it an Apple or is it a Microsoft?
I have both. My family members, we just have them.
Excuse me.
No, I know.
Excuse me, I got both. If you put your mouse on the very bottom left, Microsoft News page comes up, and they have a little, what do they call them, carousel.
Yeah.
And everyone is, Trump's poll numbers are worse than ever. He's got the worst poll numbers ever. I mean, isn't the people who are in his party who are going to vote for them more important?
You would think.
Let's see what Harry Enton has to say.
Trump is still very popular with Republicans. Just take a look here. Okay, 21st century own party approval rating, about at this point in the second term. We got Trump, we got Obama, we got Bush. Look, they're all fairly popular, but the one who is the most popular, and we have seen this time in and time out, no matter when you look, is Donald John Trump. He's the only one who's over 80%. 83% of Republicans still approve of the job that Donald Trump is doing as president. He still has that magic touch. We'll see if it carries over to South Carolina, but we've seen it in primaries this year, Senate primaries, and that is because he is still a very popular man, historically popular when it comes to his own party liking and approving of the job that he's doing.
And, you know, I notice on social media, and especially the experts on Facebook, the more that this stuff comes out, the more they go, he's horrible. People hate him.
Buyer's remorse.
That's the big one.
People that vote for him and now they wish they didn't vote for him.
Oh.
Buyer's remorse.
The experts.
It's so, God, I hate it. I just hate even the notion of never Trumpers, you know?
Yeah. I think they're worse than the left sometimes.
We weren't allowed. Yeah. And right. And never Trumpers, just understand, in my head at least, my definition, never Trumpers are Republicans and or conservatives who don't like Donald Trump. The left and Democrats are just Trump haters from the word go.
Right.
But the people on our side who don't like him, those are the never Trumpers. And I think that they're full of it when they say about buyer's remorse and all that.
That's all made up.
And we didn't get to say.
They're trying to promote a narrative that's just not there, but, you know, they just keep saying it.
Isn't it weird that you never heard the left say never Bideners? Oh, he's a never Biden.
No, I never heard it, but we never had to, because all you had to do is listen to Biden and you go, oh, okay.
But that's not what the
These
left
are
was
facts.
saying.
No, that's not what they do. That we base everything on facts and documentation.
Yeah.
They base everything on a narrative that they make up, throw it against the wall. Hey, did it stick? Oh, let's use that one.
Huh. Okay. All right, let's spin the wheel. Okay. Sorry, I was thinking about something else. Boy, my brain has just not been. Oh,
yeah.
This is the mayor of New York City, Zohran
Mamdani.
Thank you. Gavin Newsom, the governor of California, and Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez. Now, I don't know if you saw the New Hampshire poll of Democrats. AOC is in the lead. It's just New Hampshire.
Oh, okay.
But the left is making it look like it was a national. Holy cow! AOC is going to be the next president of the United States.
Okay.
And it was New Hampshire, where 12 people vote in the first round of voting.
Right.
Okay. This is. Go ahead. Go.
Do you like capitalism?
No, I have many critiques of capitalism.
Capitalism as we know it doesn't work.
Capitalism isn't, to me, it's an ideology of capital. And to me, that ideology is not sustainable and cannot be redeemed.
Capitalism is a form of capital?
Yeah.
That's who's leading in their
The
poll for
economic
president?
advisor, Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez. And not only that, Vic, but Gavin Newsom should be ashamed of himself. There are more million and billionaires in California than anywhere else, probably.
Yeah.
And yet, capitalism bad.
And
terrible.
Mamdami's family is rich.
Right.
Gavin Newsom is Nancy Pelosi's
nephew or something like that. Yeah.
Plenty of money in that family. AOC didn't come from a hard life in the Bronx.
And she lied about that for a while.
Yeah. So why don't you like capitalism for other people, but it was fine for you and your family to give you a career and give you a life?
But the thing is, the common denominator here for these three people, now they're leaders, now they're top leaders, and they can be the ones calling the shots in socialism.
Right.
As long as they're calling the shots, they don't care.
Yep. But they are putting it down if anybody else gets that opportunity.
Right.
And that really pisses me off, Ken.
They're shutting the door and locking it behind everyone else.
Oh, my God. All right, spin it. Did we talk enough about this stupid lady from USA Today?
Yeah, I think we did.
Emmett Till was killed in Chicago. That's where the All-Star game is this weekend for the WNBA, so they're a bunch of racists. Oh, Ken.
Yeah.
Why don't you play this and then play the music first?
Oh, okay.
And then we'll catch up to. Oh, you can't do that. Okay, no problem. Former Islamist talking about the lies of Islam, something that Ken Williams has been warning us about for years.
There is no such thing as a term called Islamophobia. It's a term that they came up with to use against the people in the West. And you guys in the West have one thing that you think we envy you guys on, but we totally don't, which is called freedom of speech or democracy. We have that. It's just that we have so many regulations or rules that make it that make you want to present your ideas respectfully. We always criticize respectfully. But one thing the West has is the total chaos of freedom of speech, because this is a safe haven for the radical extremists.
A political cartoonist needs to make that guy have words come out of both sides of his mouth. When he's talking, well, yeah, we have freedom of speech, but there's a lot of regulations on it.
Yeah, well, his point is that we have such freedom of speech that anybody can say anything.
Yeah.
And he's saying that, in his country, they don't have that.
So it's not freedom of speech.
So it's not. No,
but he's saying that they do.
Kind of, but he's saying the reason why we're being caught where we are is because of our total freedom of speech, which I don't get.
You know who has the freedom of speech in his country? The guys who beat up their wives in the middle of the street.
Oh, yeah.
That's
the ones who
their
beat on
freedom
them,
of
yep.
speech. Right, spin the wheel.
Yeah.
Oy vey, Karen Catalina would say. This is great. I can see where it's going to stop. Yep. AOC, because you know what, Ken? I don't know if you know this, because you're a bloody racist, you are. That's how they call you in Britain. You're a bloody racist.
Bloody.
You are. The AOC says the U.S. Senate was founded on Jim Crow principles.
I don't support the filibuster. I don't support elements of this institution that we know, were founded on Jim Crow.
Yeah. Okay. Jim Crow.
Yeah. The only problem with that is that the Senate was around prior to
way before Jim Crow, right? Way before.
Crow.
God, she's so stupid. God, spin the wheel. I can't believe how stupid she is. And the Democratic Socialists want to abolish the Senate, abolish the presidency. Just call yourselves the anarchists of America.
Yes.
Oh, look who it landed on, Ken. President Trump.
Well, we feel very badly, but, those great people, those great patriots were out there fighting that Iran cannot have a nuclear weapon. Iran has been very, very badly damaged. They've lost everything almost militarily. They've got very little left. They've got some missiles. They've got some drones. They've got some manufacturing ability, not much. We control the strait. They don't control anything. So we'll see what happens. But we hit them very hard again tonight. And we did that in honor of the probably three. It's probably three as opposed to two. Great patriots.
Hit him again. Hit him again.
Hit him again.
All right. That's all the time we have for the Wheel of Audio Clips. This is Vic Porcelli reminding you to help control the liberal population. Have your liberal spayed or neutered. Goodbye, everybody. All right. Thank you so much for having the record player on at night to listen to us this morning.
Make sure you have the record player on at night.
And Jamie Allman,
the award-winning show,
3 Martini Lunch, is next. Kenny now. See you Monday.
See you, everybody.
Hey, it's Vic Porcelli. We're sitting here with our great friend, Chris Cooper. Hi, Chris.
What's going on, Vic? How are you?
I hear you wrote another book. This one's an e-book. Is that right?
The Business Owner's Playbook for Financial Clarity. So it is a great book for entrepreneurs. It's a very short guide. Give people, business owners, the ability to understand key questions that are important, such as succession planning, legacy planning, getting the IRS out of our pockets, right? Because do you like paying taxes?
I do not.
I don't think anybody likes paying taxes, right? That just makes sense. And then always talking about protection. And then the other thing from a business owner perspective, what is the biggest asset a business owner has? Probably their business itself, right? We need to make sure we understand what the value of that business is as well.
So this new book, I'm sure, is incredibly expensive, right? How much?
No, it's a free resource.
Oh, it's free.
We provide guidance, we provide education because we want to make sure people feel educated and understanding because sometimes you don't know what questions to ask, and we need to make sure we help arm people with information to ask the right question.
Reach out to Chris and Stacy today at SerenityWealthNow.com.
Investment advice offered through Fortis Capital Advisors, LLC.
State Freedom Caucus Unfiltered, Sunday nights at 7 on News Talk STL. Hear all the behind-the-scenes stories about what the State Freedom Caucus is doing across the country, directly from the legislators and the people that are doing it. State Freedom Caucus Unfiltered, this Sunday night at 7 with your host, Tim Jones. State Freedom Caucus Unfiltered, now Sunday nights at 7 on News Talk STL.
Scott, can you believe it's already been more than a decade since the Queen of Carpet sold flooring to St. Louis area contractors?
I know, but I don't have to be a king to offer contractors today's lowest prices.
Yes, contractors owe it to their customers and themselves to shop at Best Buy Flooring for the largest in-stock selection of carpet, carpet tile, sheet vinyl, laminate, hardwood, luxury vinyl plank, and luxury vinyl tile.
Plus 3 convenient locations, North County, South County, and Metro East.
Open 7 days a week.
Best flooring, best selection, Best Buy. Best Buy Flooring.
KLGY HD3 Clayton, K270BW Bellefonte, KNBS Bowling Green. This is News Talk STL at 1019, 94.1, and always streaming at NewstalkSTL.com.
News this hour at Town Hall. I'm Bob Agnew in Washington. 2 stabbings near New York City's Central Park are being investigated.